afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Maybe my friend should also tell you afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Yes, we are here with a friend. We want to have a cup of tea in a restaurant. Yeah. So, welcome to my live. Welcome to my live, and please say hello. The whole day, no, yesterday it was so bad. Yes, thank you. I want to have some tea. Here is our tea. And I don't know how. Yeah, we want to have some tea here. Imagine katumudashuro kisakota katamudal. No. Today I want to take some sugar. Okay. That's the intricacies of YouTube, yeah? Sometimes you may not have somebody even coming in your life. Sahi. But Kenyans are alive, aren't they? Kenyans, they do. You do come. I'm having a conversation with a friend here. We are just having some tea. So welcome to my live. My name is Grandma Frida. I'm Kenyan. Yes, I'm a Kenyan YouTuber based here in Nairobi, Kenya. And right now I'm having some tea with a friend. Yes, in a restaurant in Nairobi. And you know she has only given us one spoon. I don't know what she thinks here. So you're welcome. We are in a restaurant. This is the cup they have given me. Yes. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. We are here just with a friend. A meet up with a good friend of mine. And we decided to have a cup of tea. We are in a restaurant in Nairobi. I don't know whether I should really be showing you just behind me what we have. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. So we want to have a cup of tea in a restaurant in Nairobi. I can show you a bit of Nairobi. Just a bit of it, a bit of what is happening behind me. Just a bit of Nairobi. Yes, but I'm in a restaurant, at the balcony in a restaurant. So I can just show you. You may not see much of Nairobi, but a bit of it behind me. That building behind me is actually the city hall. I don't know. You may not be able to see it quite well, but I'm in Nairobi right now. I'm in a restaurant, in a balcony, in a restaurant. We are having a cup of tea with a friend of mine. We bumped into each other in town. Where is she? We bumped into each other in town, and then she decided she can buy a cup of tea so that we can let her say hello.
Hi.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Jen.
Yes, this is a good friend of mine. I first met her. Do you remember how we met?
During work.
Where were you working at that time?
I think we were doing some consultancy with another guy called Maina, and we were coming to do that work for the Kenya League of Women Voters.
The League of Kenya Women Voters.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That time, I think it was it a USAID funded?
Yeah, exactly.
It was a USAID funded program. And we met, it must have been in 19, because I worked at the League in 1995 or 96.
No, it was not 95, 96. It must have been around 97 or 98. I was just a young girl by then.
No, 97, 98 was I at the League.
It was not 96. I remember, I think
97, 98. Yeah, that's when we met. So today we just bumped into each other in town. And we decided we have a cup of tea together. So I'm in Nairobi town. Right now. I'm away from home. And we are in a restaurant. We don't have so much. Please just give my video a like. Give my video a like. If you're here and you've not given my video a like, my name is On YouTube, I'm known as Grandma Frida. Yes. Eh? There's anger 7 at a go, then they disappear. Now I have 2.
But it's a 7.
Yeah, they were 7. They come. People come and then they disappear. Yes, I can see Voltsec. Voltsec. Hi. Hi, Voltsec. Please tell me, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? I'm in Kenya myself, in Nairobi specifically, and I'm in a restaurant. I just came for a cup of tea in Nairobi. The restaurant is on some balcony. I'm with a friend, and today just tea time. Tea time, nothing much. Have you started your tea? Yeah, nothing much. Just sharing with people. Yes, you are Voltsec. You're from Caribbean. Trinidad in particular. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for coming to my life. Enjoy your day, but please stay with me. Don't run away. Why are you telling me to enjoy my day and I want to be with you? I want to be with you. This food, we call it samosa. Samosa is a snack. We use it with tea. It's made from dough. You need the dough, and then you put, there's a style anyway, but it has some meat inside. You can make it with vegetables, samosa vegetables. You can make it with green grams and even beans and even potatoes. It depends on who is making. So thank you so much, Volt from Trinidad, for coming along to my life. I'm happy to have you all here. And please just go and like my video. Like my video. See my friend. She can say hello to you or whatever she wants to say. Hi. Tiroblay. Tiroblay, where you can see yourself and say something good. Say something.
Hi, my name is Jen. I'm here with my friend. Decided to have is it evening tea? Yeah. So thank you so much for just coming to, for joining this life.
This friend of mine is not a YouTuber. She's not a YouTuber, so she's finding it so difficult. I'm just pushing her. Volt, love Kenya. I have friends from there. Oh, wonderful. Where do your friends in Kenya stay? Volt? Where in particular? Is it Nairobi? Is it a different part of Kenya? I'm happy to have you in my life. This message is held for review. This message, I wonder why. Is it because I'm eating? Maybe I'm annoying somebody, so I'll stop eating. I'll not eat. I'll only take the tea so that it doesn't go cold. But I'll not eat the samosa. I don't want to annoy my people. Thank you, Volt. You love Kenya. I have friends from there. What is it that you like about Kenya, Volt? Please tell me. What is so good about Kenya that you like? And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for supporting Grandma Frida on my YouTube today. I have been on YouTube since 19. I've been on YouTube since 2023. Yes, and I'm just here having a cup of tea with a friend. I didn't have a particular topic to talk about today. Language and culture, especially music. Volt, you like our language and our culture and our music. Oh, that is so nice. I wish you could sing any of our music. We have very nice Swahili music. We also have Tarab music. In terms of language, we have, our national language is English. Our official language is English in Kenya. Then we also have Kiswahili is also recognized in Kenya. It's recognized in our constitution, and our constitution also recognizes sign language. Yeah, so there's English, then there's Kiswahili, but then, wow, why is my so many messages being held for review? I must be annoying somebody here. I'm sorry if I'm annoying you and you're here. Please just bear with me. Just bear with me. Yeah, so we have two main national languages, that is English and Kiswahili. But then in Kenya, we have very many tribes, many communities, and each community has a dialect. We have 40. Is it 40? 42. Yeah, we have 42 what you call tribes, and each of the 42 tribes has its own dialect. And the community where I come from, we have, it's one community, but we have 17 different dialects from that particular community. So I don't know which language vault you like, whether it's English, whether it's our Kiswahili, whether it's any of our vernacular languages, but you're welcome. And then we are rich in culture. Because of the diverse community in Kenya, we are rich in culture. And I'm glad you like our language and our culture. We have culture for different cultures, for different events. We have different cultures for different events and for different communities within Kenya. Like the way one community conducts its wedding, for instance, is very different from the way the other community will conduct a wedding. And then we have communities that practice certain cultures. Sorry, thank you so much. Yeah, I had my sweater from the seat, it had fallen. The young man just picked it for me. So, the way we conduct our events, the 40 different communities, is very different. And there are some cultures which are done by some communities within Kenya, and some communities don't do it. Like, let's say a culture like circumcision of the men. We have particular communities within Kenya which do not circumcise their men. And there are communities that do it, and it's such a big cultural event. Like right now, this is an even year, 2026. Circumcision is going on in particular in some communities, and the culture is just out of this world. If you're here and you have the chance of following, you'll really love it, yeah? And then even something like death, the way we do it, death is very different amongst the different communities. We do it so differently, but we also wail a lot. Yes, Volt, can't remember. Volt, you're saying Kiswahili, I wanted to learn in the past. Yeah, and Kiswahili is very easy to learn, especially if you're a Bantu. If you're from the Bantu community, it's very easy to learn Kiswahili. Yes. What's my chai rain? Why?
I'm okay.
But you'll be so bored. Just have something.
Oh,
I'm with a friend here. They're having a cup of tea. We've not met in a long time, so we bumped into each other in town today, and we decided we come here and have some cup of tea. She's actually buying the cup of tea. She's younger. She offered. And who was I to refuse? I rarely come to Nairobi town, but today I did come because I wanted to change something in my account, in my bank account. So it was important that I come personally. I went, finished the duty. Then I bumped into my friend in Nairobi town. And she told me, let's go and have a cup of tea because we've not met in a long time. So we are here having just a cup of tea. And I had intended to do a live, yeah? I had intended to do a live stream today. Yeah, Kiswahili. I wanted to learn in the past. You can still learn Kiswahili Vault. Kiswahili is very easy, especially if you are from the Bantu community. You will learn Kiswahili very fast. Can't remember where he was from, but he was kind and soft-spoken. Very admirable traits. Wow, that is so good. That must have been a good ambassador. Your Kenyan friend must have been a good ambassador for Kenya, for having been kind to you and having been friendly to you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you met a very good friend, and you can still come back. If you tell me which part of Kenya you met that friend, I could know which community he came from. But most of us, most of the Kenyans, by the way, are very hospitable. That's our culture. If you come to Kenya, the first culture you meet is everybody greeting you and smiling. And they are so hospitable. They can even host you when they don't know you, you know? So long as you tell them what your problem is, most of them will genuinely host you. But you also have to be careful because some of them may con you also. Yes, some Kenyans can con you, but most Kenyans will be very good. Let me not spoil the name of my people. We are very hospitable people. Did you love to read? That's your English is very nice. Thank you so much. Yes, here in Kenya, when you grow up, the early part of our life, we normally learn our own vernacular language. Almost every household we have, as I told you in the beginning, we have 70 different tribes within Kenya. And out of these 70, I think 40, each one of them have their own vernacular. So when you have a baby, they have to learn your own language. And then when we go to school, the language of instruction is usually English. But then there is another language called Kiswahili, which has almost every household gets to know, and most kids, because of the different communities, when you go out and start playing with your peers, you will definitely have to speak Kiswahili, and Kiswahili is also taught in our schools. So our schools will teach you Kiswahili as a language, but the means of the language for instruction in school is English, and that's why most Kenyans will speak. And then don't forget, we were colonized by English-speaking people. So we had to learn the language, and we are trying, yeah. Most Kenyans speak very nice English, and especially those who go to particular schools, they speak very good language. I think I was just lucky to have gone to a good language. Did you love to read Charles Gishuga? And please, if you're here and you've not liked my video, just go and like my video. And if you've not, I'm just begging, yeah, just like my video to enable me to grow. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, Grandma Frida, please just go and subscribe and become a member, join my membership. If you can, if you cannot, just become a subscriber. I would be so happy to have many. And like my video, Charles Gishuga. Please like like my video. I'm sure you are the one who has liked. Did you love to read? Yes, I loved reading. And I'll give you a story about my reading. Yeah? In primary, we used to sit in rows. If you're Kenyan, you know. We used to sit on desks, but in rows. And they had divided the rows into 4. 2 people per, in a row, you could be 10, 2 people, yeah. And then they used to divide the rows into the best students, the second best, the third, and the least best, which is very discriminatory anyway. So we would do comprehension. The teacher would bring a book, a story book, and then we read paragraph by paragraph, paragraph, just to improve our English. And I remember, God forgive me, because I was in the side that could read so well, when we would read very fast and very well, and when it would get to the side where they don't read so well, we would laugh at them and really laugh, giggling, and the teacher had to keep hitting our heads and hitting our fingers to stop giggling. But you see, those are some of the things you do when you're still young, and it's acceptable, although it's bad. Today I would regret. And one of the people we used to laugh at, surprisingly, she became very successful in life. She has a good family, very bright children, and she lives maybe even better than me. Just talk to my friend for a short while. Let her tell you something about our languages, because there's something I want to do. I'm shy. Just talk.
Hi, I'm talking to you. How many people are there? Hi. My friend was talking about different languages in Kenya. She talked about English, Swahili, and some 42 other communities. So most people speak Swahili, which is spoken by everyone, regardless of your status, regardless of your education level, and quite a number. If you've ever been to school or you're literate, you're able to communicate in English. But most households in Kenya communicate in Swahili. Yes, that is like.
That is so much.
That is if you are mostly the urbanites, those ones who live in urban areas. But for those ones who live in rural areas, mostly they speak vernacular, those ethnic communities. Those are the languages they usually speak. Like, for example, I come from Western Kenya, and my language is Luya. So mostly when I go back home in my rural or ancestral land, I usually speak Luya. Especially we have some old women there. Some of them are not literate. Okay, they know Swahili, but since the community is just homogeneous, the same, we speak the same language, which is Luya. Yes. And then we have other tribes. So I'm only talking about the tribe where I come from. Yes.
I had to let my friend speak because I'm taking tea and I didn't want to annoy people. My tea was getting cold. She's telling me she was feeling shy, but you can rate her. She's also got very good English. And she gave me back the camera before I finished chewing my samosa. I'm eating this. This is known as samosa. And this is minced meat samosa. It has minced meat and some vegetables inside. So I'm taking it with tea. Did you love to read? Thanks for the warning. Everywhere has the problem of people who are not genuine. Yeah, it's true. Charles Gishugu, okay. Thank you so much for liking my video. And if you're here and you've not liked my video, please just like my video. And also go and subscribe to my channel, Grandma Frida. I wish I had Kiswahili in Caribbean. Yes, but I'm sure there are people there. I'm sure there are some Kenyans, or not necessarily. Actually, Kiswahili is an Arabic. It's a mixture of Arabic and Bantu Swahili. Kiswahili is Bantu, yeah? Okay, yeah. And Arabic, yeah. It's a mixture of Arabic language and Bantu language. And it's quite easy, especially if you are from the Bantu Bantu community, it's very easy for one to learn Kiswahili. So actually we normally say proudly as Kenyans that we are multilinguals. Almost every Kenyan will have 3 languages. That is their vernacular from where they are born. Then Kiswahili becomes automatic, especially once you start mixing with your peers when you are playing as a child. And then English, because it's the medium of instruction in schools. So most Kenyans will always have 3 languages, and we are very proud about it. You compare with some countries, people just have 1 language and that's all. And then for Kenyans who go to school, because most of our schools, not most of our schools, but most of the private schools will also teach other languages. I have a son who knows 5 languages. Yes. He knows Kiswahili, English, and the language of where he is. It's a foreign language. And then he knows my vernacular and his vernacular. He comes from a different community within Kenya. So he knows my vernacular, he knows his father's vernacular, he knows English, he knows Kiswahili, and he knows the language of the country where he is right now. And that's very good to be a multilingual. I wish we had Kiswahili in Caribbean. Just come to Kenya. Come to Kenya. But another place where Kiswahili is spoken, and those ones do it, they do it so officially. And I think even their language of instruction in school, in most of the schools, is Kiswahili. That country is Tanzania. Yeah. In fact, when Tanzanians say some words, we don't understand what it means here in Kenya, because they'll say something like bibi, B-I-B-I. To them, bibi is grandmother. So when you hear somebody calling you bibi, they are simply saying grandmother. That is in Tanzania. But when you come to Kenya, bibi is wife. So if you're Tanzanian and you want to call me Grandma Frida, Bibi Frida, I may feel offended, because I'll think you are telling me I'm your wife, Bibi Frida. That's the difference. We normally have those differences. Their Kiswahili is, okay, most of the words, almost everything we understand, but there are just a few words that are slightly different from us. And then the way they speak their Kiswahili is a bit on a slower tone, and as we speak it so fast, yeah. The normal words like habari yako, it's the same for them. Habari yako is just how are you. This thing that is very common, especially with the tourists who come to Kenya, the word hakuna matata. Hakuna matata simply means there is no problem. So Kiswahili in Tanzania and in Kenya, they'll still tell you hakuna matata. And it's the first things you'll come, when you come to Kenya, the first words you'll learn is habari, habari yako, habari, habari yako, hakuna matata, meaning there is no problem. Nounces, I see. Nounces, yes, nouns. Is it nouns? Which language do you speak, Volt? Please, just let me know. Which language do you speak? Yes, you're saying here, there's an opportunity to teach Kiswahili here in the Caribbean. I hope our people can continue to communicate well. Old kingdom languages become more precious with time. Hey, don't say that, because I can come running to come and teach Kiswahili. I know, I have a sister, she did Kiswahili up to the university, and she's actually, she went to do her master's in the US. She's doing her master's, or she has done her master's. She could be doing her PhD, but specifically in Kiswahili. So other countries like the US are actually now embracing Kiswahili language. And if you're serious about Caribbean being interested in Kiswahili, I can come. I can actually come and teach, or I can get you somebody who is good in Kiswahili, because kids might run away from me. I'm old. The kids may get scared being taught by me. a grandmother. Why don't can these people give us some serviette? I really need one. Can you put some serviette? Some serviette, eh? Just here. I'm still nuances. I see. Creole. I don't know. What is that? Creole. Creole. Creole English. What is that? What does that mean? Hello. Excuse. I don't know what that means. Some serviette, yeah. Local English. Which language do you speak? Volt, I would be happy to know the language you speak. Yeah? Thank you. Which language do you speak, Creole? Yeah? And I like ambushing my friend here. She's not a YouTuber, but today I've made her a YouTuber. Local English but a broken form. So, Bolt, what is the official language in Caribbean? Caribbean. The Caribbean is an island, yeah? What is the official language there? I thought it's English. What's your official language? Please kindly let me know. Yeah? Oh, English. But why are you saying that local English? Or is it Pidgin English? Because I love Pidgin English. Do you speak Pidgin English in Caribbean at the Caribbean island? Yeah? Which kind of English do you speak? You know, as we have, we speak, the kind of English we speak has more influence from the British English. Yeah, it has more influence from the British English. It may be slightly different from the English you speak, because I speak a bit, but I speak more broken. So which language, what is your language officially, you yourself? Which language do you know? Which language? English. And I can see you're speaking quite well here. Standard English. Oh, Standard English. Which is Standard English? Jen, which is Standard English? Is it different from the British English?
No, I just know British English and American English.
Oh, no, he's saying just not at a very well level. Yeah, but you are communicating quite well. It doesn't matter. And we always say here in Kenya, what we normally say is, oh, British, yeah. I can say, this is British. Is this British? Is it British or American, that flag there?
That is British.
Yeah, it's British. British, yeah, even as we speak British. Of course, we can't speak like the Britons. Their English is just too ahead. Theirs is Queen's English. As we speak some English, but not as good as them. But at least we understand each other. And I'm sure a Briton would really be able to understand me when I speak English. I guess so. I guess so. It's me who may not understand them, because sometimes their English is so fast. The Britons, their English is so fast. For us, if I was to speak with a Briton, I would have to keep pardoning him or her. Pardon. And then there is something else I learned about Britons, and I've seen in two Britons, yeah, their English. Yeah. Oh, you're saying yes. Some people do not like my accent. Your accent is okay. Anyway, I haven't heard you speak, but in terms of writing, you're quite okay. Don't worry. It's just a foreign language. It's not your language. So, to whatever level what you speak,
So long as you can communicate.
yeah, so long as you can communicate and people hear you, that is what is more important, not the way you speak, because it's not our language even for us. We may not be speaking it so well, yeah? But for somebody who doesn't know how the Britons speak, they think that we speak well. But no, a Briton would simply put me off with my English. There's something I've heard in two, at least I've heard in two Britons, until I was feeling like, is it our teachers who taught us wrongly, or is it, I don't know. I'm trying to remember that. Like a Briton will tell you, you were saying something, you were saying something. And I listen to a Briton saying that and I think, isn't that wrong English? Because as we were taught, you were saying something. But a Briton will say, you were saying something. I don't know until sometimes I ask myself, were we taught wrongly in school? Or I don't know. I've met two Britons actually, where they supposed to be awa, where we've been taught awa, they substitute it with awa. And I keep on wondering, but it doesn't matter. They understand what we say, we understand what they say. Yes. So today I just came here actually. The pacing, I can't keep. Which pacing? The pacing of the English. Now, you may keep up with my pacing because I'm merely third. English is not my first language, yeah? But keeping up with the pacing with the Britons, yeah, it's not easy. Because even for me, sometimes when I meet a Briton and they have to speak the English, I have to, pardon so many times because I may not be able to understand. I'm in Nairobi town, in the middle of the town, and that's why I don't know whether you can get the screens. Maybe I should show you just the town slowly. If you can see part of it, not all of it. It's coming hazy. It's becoming hazy. You may not be able to see. You may not be able to see. Oh no, it's hazy. You can't see. You can't. Whatever you can see, that's okay. Anyway, I may not be able to show you the town because you can hear somebody screaming. Yeah, I'm at a balcony in a restaurant and there's somebody screaming down there. It's a town, and town brings together different people. It brings together people who are happy, people who are sad, people who can scream, people who can wail. And that's exactly what is happening out there. Somebody is really screaming, but they're in good faith. I don't think they really mean much. Yes. So today I just came online to actually just communicate, and I'm happy. Volt, you are keeping me busy. Africans and Caribbean have a lot of similarities in how we speak. Yes, we do. Although, let me say, I can't say yes because I've never had a Caribbean, somebody from the Caribbean island speaking English. I've never actually come.
Miles Munro.
But
Miles Munro from Caribbean Islands.
Who is that?
Miles Munro, the late.
Miles Mundo, why don't you ask him? I don't know. Let my friend ask you something.
Hi, there was a man of God. Mm-hmm. I'm so shy on YouTube. There's a pastor by the name Miles Munro. He came from Caribbean Islands, and he was involved in an accident with his wife. When was that? Several years ago. Not
here in Kenya.
No, in Caribbean Islands. Yeah, he just came to Kenya. He preached, and then when he went back, it was I think he stayed for about 1 month, 2 months, and then he died in an accident with the wife. Could you be knowing him?
My goodness. Yes, I don't know him, but my friend Jen seems to know him. I don't know whether it gets like that. There are two at all times. Oh, it gets like, I will look him up, ma'am. No, I don't know him. Yeah, you can check him. I also don't know him. But you see, my friend knows him. We don't know each other. We don't know everybody that everybody knows. Yes. Yeah, so we are having tea with her. She's my friend. She's called Jen. We met with Jen in 1997. I was working with a non-governmental organization. That time it was known as the League of Kenya Women Voters. We were empowering women during that period to get into elective positions. So I had been hired as a UN volunteer under the UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and I was attached to an organization. And we were being funded by very many organizations, including UNDP, including Ford Foundation, USAID. So Jen was a consultant with another organization, and I think it's my organization that hired your consultancy. And during that consultancy, I can't remember exactly what you people were doing. Yeah, it was a long time ago. What were you doing?
I think we were just pre-testing the IEC materials.
Yes, yeah. They were actually pre-testing the IEC materials because I was in charge of communication at that particular place, and we were developing some IEC. IEC is information, education, communication materials. And we hired that consultancy to come and help us make them into something that would entice or encourage women to join political. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. That would enable the women to join politics at that time in 1997. No, it was earlier than 1997.
Really?
Yeah, because we participated in the 1997 elections. You remember? Yeah, it was.
And when was 1997 elections?
They were 1997.
When did the elections occur in December?
In 1997, I can't remember. I think in December. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but we developed the materials before then, because I remember I was with the league in 1995, 96.
Because it's just 96 I started working, and I worked with the planning. Yeah, I knew it was 1997. It would have been early. 1997.
Yeah, but we did the elections in 1997, and I remember that year we had very many women coming in. That's the time people like Ngilu came in. Yes, and some of the people who were in charge of that organization, the board, they were mainly people interested in politics. Yeah, one of them is still a very prominent woman. You remember them? I don't want to name them. Martha Karua? She was the chair. She was the chair. No. She was the chair of the organization. Yeah. I don't look him up. We have a female prime minister, but women still face opposition in positions of power globally. Yes, they do. And prior to 1992, actually we had the same problem in Kenya. Most of our women were shying off from joining politics. We had women who were in politics, but the biggest problem was not necessarily shying out. The biggest problem was lack of funds. Here, for you to really engage in politics and seek for election, you really need a lot of money. I don't know why it is like that. Yeah, I'm not a politician, but that because most of our women historically were not very rich because of the laws that existed. One of the laws which I can tell you for sure, which I find very funny these days, when I joined the civil service as a worker, we were not on permanent and pensionable terms as women. We would join the civil service, the public service, and work on gratuity that is sign a contract, and most of the contract by then, at least my caliber that time, was 3 years. Then after 3 years, they would pay us something they call gratuity. But the same man you joined with in government would be on permanent and pensionable terms. That is how women were actually being treated around that time. And I know that was prior to 1990, because I joined the public service in the 80s. So in 1992, there were many changes in terms of the law, and it opened up positions for women in Kenya to join. They were joining politics, but at least there is some of the laws, and very many women were able to join elective positions. And then when we changed our constitution in 2010, it actually gave a wider space for women, and we even created 47 new positions where women would join politics as women representatives, representing each county. In Kenya, we have 47 counties. So we have 47 women representatives in parliament articulating issues to do with women. Yes, we don't know whether they do it, but at least legally they are there. And then also the number of women who have been winning elective positions in Kenya has kept on increasing. We have women governors at the county level. You know, the levels in Kenya is we have the national government where we have the president and the deputy president and cabinet secretaries and whatever other appointments. Then we have the county government where we have the governor in charge of that county, and we have 47 counties. And the governor has a deputy, and then the governor also has, in each county there is a senator, and then there is an MCA is the member of county assembly. So there are small county assemblies in each of the 47 counties. It's like a mini government, I guess so. But the national government is in charge of policy formulation and a few other very key ministries. But most of the work has been devolved to the 47 counties. So we have women who have also become governors up there in charge of a county. We have others who are deputies. We have we have several. We have a woman senate, really. Do you have a woman senator? I've never heard. Who? Oh, Machakos. We have one in Machakos.
No, that's governor.
I thought even the county, Mrs.
The senator we have here in county.
Yes.
The wife to this former whatever.
The former MP.
Mudama.
Mudamas, yeah, she's a senator. And several. We also have several senators.
Yeah, some women.
And then we have very many members of the county assembly who are women.
County assembly, all of them are women.
No, not county assembly.
Women representatives.
Women representatives sit at the National Assembly.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the county assembly we have members of county assembly.
Yes.
And we also have women.
Yes.
Very many.
Yes.
There are too many for even me remember the numbers.
Yes.
When I was active in the NGO world, I would have known the numbers like this. But these days, you know, I'm retired. By the way, I'm retired. I've not told you Volt. I'm retired. I retired in 2026. And one of the things that I decided to do after 3 years, I retired in 2016. I retired in 2016, not 2026. And then I started my YouTube channel in 2023 when I realized that I needed to do something. I was in charge of communication all the years that I was working, and I love communication. So in 2023, I decided, why don't I do something like which can really perpetuate the work I used to do when I was working, and that's how I started a YouTube channel. And I love it. I've been monetized, but I'm not earning yet. But I love it. I've decided to take it as a hobby. I enjoy coming here and meeting friends, and I've met quite a number of friends here on YouTube. You included today, Volt. I hope you subscribe to my channel. And I can see here you have said tort law is easy for a woman to study in Trinidad. Really? What is tort law? The law of tort. I remember the law of tort. The law of tort means what? I remember Baba Sande, there is a time he was unwell and he was doing law, and then he asked me if I can. Yeah, and I was reading for him something. Anyway, I don't know. Tort law is easy for a woman to study in Trinidad. Our best lawyers here are equally women and men, but the opportunity exists. Local initiatives to fund girls' education and girls' health programs. Keep posting. Contract law. Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer, by the way? Because your English is good. Your English is really good. I don't know why you are thinking. I don't know how you speak, but in terms of writing, your English is good. And that's the thing with us. Most of us can really, really write well, but not everybody is oral enough to speak good English. But when it comes to writing, most of us can write very well. Yeah, your English is really good. Don't think that your English is bad. Yeah. So, what is contract law? You are a lawyer, I want to guess. Are you a lawyer, Bolt? Are you a lawyer? Let me know if you're a lawyer. I'm quite impressed. Yes, the law of tort. The law of tort, can I remember? I'm not a lawyer, but there's a time I used to know, because I used to help a friend once in a while, when they would be sick, and I would read for them their notes when they have, not once in a while, once. There's a time I think I had a friend who was so unwell, so I was trying to read for them the notes they were preparing for an exam, and I remember reading about the tort law, the law of tort. Now I can't remember, that was over 40 years ago, over 30 years ago. Yeah. Know many successful female lawyers who are tort lawyers. What is tort lawyers? You will tell me, Vault. Yes, and I'm glad that women in the Caribbean island are lawyers. We also have very many lawyers around, by the way, and some of them are my good friends who were in school together. And yeah, Kenyan women, one good thing about Kenyan women, not just Kenyan women, but Kenyans are really learned, really learned. Yeah, so tort lawyers deal in administrative contracts and law. Ah, okay. Are you a lawyer yourself? You seem to be a lawyer. Yeah, I'm learning also. I didn't know about tort lawyers. At least you made me know that they deal in administrative contracts and law. Thank you so much for teaching me that. No, but you seem to know so much about law. Yeah. Anyway, you are knowledgeable. Let's accept that. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer myself. I am more into communication. Yes, and that's why I do YouTube. I love YouTube. I actually decided to make it just a hobby. I come, I talk, I go research on a few topics, I talk, and I'm trying as much as possible to ensure that I start earning. That's why I'm doing these lives, and it's really making me quite knowledgeable because I'm reading a lot. Whenever I want to do a certain topic, I go and research on it. Today I had not chosen to do a live this time. I actually wanted to do it's off. You're off air. No, I'm not off air. Sorry. I think there's a problem with the network. Yeah, I've been off for some time. I hope I've not lost people, yeah? Outside the house, I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'm on data, and sometimes it disturbs like that. Yeah. Especially it does. There's no Wi-Fi in this particular place, but most of these hotels usually have Wi-Fi. Maybe it's just because we didn't ask, but it's okay. I was just using data and it's okay. There was a dip, yeah, there was. I also noticed from this end, and it's so bad when you are doing a live and you get a dip because it really affects the audience and people run away, and I don't want people to run away. So please, if you're here and you've not liked my video, just go and like my video. Today I just came here, I just want to have a conversation with you. And I'm so happy I'm having a conversation with Vault. We've talked a lot and I've learned about the law of tort. It's an administrative contract of law and law. I've also learned about the contract law, a lot of things that I'm learning from people when I come here. One of the best things about YouTube is that you make friends and you also learn a lot of things. And before I go on, please just go and like my video if you've not liked my video, and then go to my channel, Grandma Frida, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be so happy to have you as a subscriber. I have, by the time I came on this live, I had 1,482, or is it 81 subscribers. I really wish I would get to 1,500 subscribers because I've been on YouTube for the last 3 years and I should be growing. So I would really be happy if you went on my channel, Grandma Frida, and subscribe to my channel. Then just go up there, there's that thumbs up. Go and like my video so that I may grow. Just help me. Today I didn't have a topic. Every time I go live I always have a topic, but today I just chose to come and have a conversation with whoever I'll get here, and I've been so grateful and privileged to get Vault. We are talking with him, and I also have a friend here. We met in town. We've not met in a long time, so when we met in town she opted to come and buy some tea for me here at a restaurant, and we are here with her, and I think she has been speaking here. If you want her to speak, she can. She's shy, but maybe I should allow her to speak and say something. Yeah, she can tell us what she does. It could also be helpful. I know she's into consultancies, and I would like her to tell us what she does.
Hi everyone. As I said earlier, my name is Jen. Frida is my friend. Yeah.
Grandma Frida.
Yeah, Grandma Frida is my friend. And by profession, I'm a researcher. I actually do a lot of research, majorly health research, but I can do any type of research, both quantitative and qualitative, though I have specialized so much on qualitative research. Yeah, that is my field, and I really enjoy. And because of research, I also like traveling, because research involves traveling a lot. So that's what I do for livelihood. Still a little bit shy
And I'm trying to make sure that she becomes a YouTuber.
on camera. And okay, my friend is training me so that I do not become shy on camera. So yeah, that's what I do. We'll talk.
Yeah, I just wanted you to see my friend. She's called Jen. As I said, we met long time ago, work related. She was doing research, and the consultancy she was working for, we had hired them where I was working that time, and that's how we got to meet in the 90s. And we are still friends. We had not met for quite some time. Is it a month ago? We last met a month ago, yeah? Or 2 months?
No, we've not met. We've just been talking.
We've been talking. I think we talk almost on a daily basis
But we've
online.
not met since
Yeah, on phone.
February.
Since February. Are you sure?
Did I visit you after I went for the funeral? For my uncle's funeral?
No, I can't remember.
We haven't met again. Just been talking.
So since February, but it just looks, anyways, because we talk a lot. We talk a lot on phone, so I was assuming that we meet always, but she's a good friend. She's a very good friend of mine. You know those friends where if you have something, you call on them and they'll always be there. Yeah, so both of us are good friends. And when she offered a cup of tea, I accepted. I'd come to town specifically to check on something in my bank. There was something I wanted to update in my account. So I updated whatever it is that I was updating and did the transaction that I wanted to do. And then when I was just walking back home, I bumped into her. She was just coming into town. And she said, we've not met in a long time. Let's just go and have a cup of tea. And I said, why not? And I came here, and here we are. We've had a cup of tea with samosa. Samosa is a delicacy in Kenya. We use it with tea. Yeah, it's a snack. You can